So I'm going to redo my video of CPS corruption because it was not working correctly, and I'm going to start from where I left off. Bear with me. If you guys can't hear, please let me know. Thank you. It says, although the agency was not required to provide formal reunification services, it did facilitate supervised parenting time for both parents during these proceedings. Ms. Danielson testified that she personally supervised 2 parenting time sessions immediately following Travis' birth. She then referred the parents to a supervised parenting time center where they received services paid for by the agency. Ms. Danielson testified that Ms. Kreiner had began supervised parenting time at the Parenting Time Center shortly after the referral was made. At first, Ms. Kreiner's parenting time occurred twice per week and for 2 hours per session. At a hearing on August 8, 2018, the agency reported that Ms. Kreiner had missed several parenting time sessions and that she had canceled other sessions shortly before they were scheduled to begin. As a consequence, the court ordered that if Ms. Kreiner canceled another parenting time session less than 24 hours in advance, that her parenting time would be reduced to 1 session per week. Ms. Danielson testified that Ms. Kreiner canceled a subsequent parenting time session approximately 1 hour before it was scheduled to begin, and that the agency reduced her parenting time to 1 session per week in August or September of 2018. So yes, I had missed a lot of parenting time with my son because of work. I didn't know what time I was going to get done. I also had called on one time because I had strep throat and I didn't want to go to get my son more sick than he already was. So therefore, Miss Danielson thought it was okay for me to go to a visit while I was sick. And I want what was best interest of my child, and that was not to go due to his health. And it also says, generally speaking, the parents appear to have been appropriate during parenting time sessions. Some concerns were raised by the agency, specifically that Ms. Kreiner had attempted to change the child's formula despite her knowledge the child was suffering from stomach issues. Yes, my son was suffering from many issues with his health, actually. And one was due to his stomach. Yesterday I had a visit with him, and he had a very, very, very poopy diaper. It was so bad it was all the way up his back. He cannot digest formula very well. I was trying to do goat's milk, but I didn't have time to change that. I'm going to keep going on with some of what CPS has done to me in the past. I'm an amazing person inside and out, and some people just don't see that. I mean, in Minnesota each year, the more kids that they are able to adopt out, the more bonus they get at the end of the year. It's a very sad situation when it comes to CPS, how they can just kidnap babies from a loving family due to a previous TPR. Now, I haven't had a case open since 2015. My 2 older children were taken from me in 2013, Tatiana and Orion. Orion will be 7 in this December 24th, and Tatiana will be 7 on March 20th. I was dealing with CPS for 6 months into my daughter's care until the county came and took her. The county that took my daughter was Crow Wing County. There was no reason to have taken my daughter. My daughter was taken out of a very loving home for the fact that my daughter was able to be adopted out to be sold for money, pretty much. I'm gonna keep on with my story about my previous child with Travis Jr. Overall, core professional services, PA, collateral contact with Ottawa County Human Services, and her psychological testing all support her diagnosis of bipolar, current episode manic moderate antisocial personality disorder. Jamie does not present as appropriate to parent any children at this time. Jamie has made minimal efforts to manage her mental health since her first child was removed from her care. And though she has subsequently lost parental rights to 4 children, she still has not demonstrated any insight into her functioning. Jamie is struggling with severe and persistent mental illness, which must be addressed and managed before she could be considered appropriate to parent any children, including any born to her in the future. Jamie should be required to participate consistently in services and demonstrate significant progress in all areas. I've been seeing a therapist. Yes, I do see where they're coming up with the antisocial personality disorder because of my criminal history. That has nothing to do with me being a parent myself. In the last 2 years, I've come a long ways. There's no reason why my children should be taking in the first place. I have a very loving support system for my children. It says that Jamie puts herself at risk to herself as well as members of her community. If I was a threat to the community, why would I have such a great job and great loving friends and people that care about me? But I'm a threat to society? No, I think CPS, Child Protective Services, is a threat to society. But that's okay, because CPS will be shut down. Us families who have lost our children are going to make sure that someday soon CPS is shut down nationwide. We're not going to give up until something is done.